The U.S. Border Patrol under Donald Trump invaded Charlotte over the weekend, and they're in the Triangle now and other parts of North Carolina. Let's ask the basic questions. What actually happened? What did this accomplish? And what was really the goal? First, let's just look at what we're dealing with here. These guys are rolling up in armored personnel carriers, gas masks, full combat fatigues, helmets, loaded machine guns, zip ties. It looks like they're about to storm Fallujah. These guys are acting out every action hero fantasy they've ever had. Check out this dude. He's just carrying around a loaded M16 assault rifle. But he's not storming Tora Bora, he's just standing outside the Home Depot. And this whole look is part of their goal. We're going to get back to that. You'll notice that all these guys are wearing face masks, and they're wearing face masks because they don't want to be identified or held accountable, either by their fellow citizens or the law. That's part of their goal as well. This whole thing is not a law enforcement action in the way we understand that in America. This is a militarized invasion of a U.S. city by a federal armed paramilitary force. It's exactly the kind of nightmare scenario that conservatives have been warning us about for years, except now they're the ones actually doing it. If Ronald Reagan were around to see this, he'd become a Democrat. This here's in Plaza Midwood. This lady honked her horn at a Border Patrol truck, and in response, they chased her down Central Avenue and blocked and surrounded her car in her driveway. This guy here waves his loaded assault rifle in her face, breaks the glass on her car, drags her out and zip ties her, and throws her in the back of a car. They released her several hours later, but this lady is a U.S. citizen and she was arrested and her property destroyed for doing nothing. Or this dude, Latino, U.S. citizen, Border Patrol agents surround his car, break his car window, drag him out and force him to the ground for doing nothing. Or this lady, they throw her to the ground as she screams that she's a U.S. citizen. Another bunch of agents stormed a church and grabbed one of their members while he was doing yard work. So what did this accomplish? The best information we have right now is that the Border Patrol made 200 arrests in Charlotte over 3 days. And that includes all those U.S. citizens they picked up for doing nothing. So far, they've only named 44 as having any criminal record whatsoever, and that includes shoplifting and driving with an expired registration. This whole operation cost taxpayers millions of dollars. They basically shut down a lot of Charlotte for days, and in a city of 1 million people with hundreds of Border Patrol agents, they picked up 44 people with any criminal record at all. So what was this really all about? It's not about immigrants, and it's sure as shit not about safety. It's about making people afraid. These guys want you to fear them, and they are having a great time playing cowboy in big trucks and big guns and helicopters. Protect your neighbors, tell these guys to get the fuck out of North Carolina, and most importantly, remember how you feel now when it's time to go vote.